Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Turkey Spotlight Secrets. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we are focusing on a developing story surrounding two celebrated names, Alp Navruz and Alina Baz. As always, if you enjoy this style of in-depth coverage, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button for extra support. Now, let's move into the full report. Recently, conversation across entertainment circles has intensified after Alp Navruz offered a strikingly candid declaration about his feelings for Alina. For months, the pair's friendship and professional proximity had generated quiet curiosity. Whispers circulated, theories multiplied, yet neither actor addressed them directly. That changed when Alp, speaking to a small group after a promotional appearance, finally chose to articulate what many followers suspected. His affection is deep, deliberate, and not shaped by outside judgment. According to those present, Alp spoke calmly, emphasizing that his attachment to Alina is grounded in admiration for her character rather than in the noise that surrounds her private circumstances. He reportedly stressed that labels, commentary, and speculation do not alter what he feels. Supporters described the moment as sincere rather than theatrical. There were no staged photo opportunities, no scripted phrases, only a straightforward acknowledgement of loyalty and care. Alina, meanwhile, has navigated a period of heightened visibility. Interest in her personal life has at times overshadowed discussion of her craft. Yet colleagues say she has remained focused, arriving on set prepared, completing demanding scenes and limiting public reactions to only what is necessary. Alp's statement, therefore, has been interpreted by many fans as a protective gesture, a subtle attempt to redirect attention toward compassion instead of criticism. What gives his words added weight is the way he framed commitment. Instead of distancing himself from complexity, he is said to have embraced it. Love, he suggested, is not a selective process that edits out inconvenient realities. True affection, his phrasing implied, means accepting the entire context of another person's life. Rather than treating circumstances as obstacles, he views them as evidence of resilience. In his eyes, Alina's strength under scrutiny deepens rather than diminishes his respect. Public reaction has been mixed but intense. A broad portion of viewers praised the honesty, plotting an example of emotional responsibility within an industry often dominated by superficial alliances. Others adopted a more cautious tone, pointing out potential challenges that may arise when personal matters intersect with public careers. Still, even critics acknowledged the unusual transparency of his message. Few leading actors choose vulnerability when silence would be easier. Industry observers note that this moment may mark a turning point. If both decide to pursue a shared project in the future, the pre-existing emotional narrative could amplify interest and ratings. Producers are keenly aware that authentic rapport translates into screen electricity. At the same time, those familiar with the pair warn against expecting immediate collaboration. The priority now appears to be stability, not acceleration. Behind the scenes, acquaintances describe a dynamic built on steady communication. When speculation swelled online, Alp reportedly opted not to counter every rumor individually. Instead, he waited until he could articulate a single clear position. That restraint contrasts with the rapid-fire responses common in celebrity culture, and may explain why his eventual remarks carried such force. They sounded considered rather than reactive. It is important to emphasize that, beyond his spoken affection, no formal announcements about long-term plans have been released. There have been no verified statements of engagement, relocation, or other major life changes. Everything beyond the core declaration remains conjecture. Maintaining that distinction protects all parties from inflated expectations. Fans, of course, continue to generate their own narratives. Comment sections are filled with messages of encouragement, people sharing stories about standing beside loved ones during complicated chapters, praising empathy over gossip. A smaller faction warns against turning a private connection into a public spectacle, urging viewers to allow the pair breathing room. Both responses illustrate the parasocial bond audiences feel with performers whose characters have accompanied them through episodes, seasons, and years. What happens next will likely be measured rather than explosive. Perhaps there will be a quiet appearance together at a charity function or a subtle acknowledgement on a streaming platform interview. Perhaps nothing public will emerge for some time. Whether momentum builds or softens, the heart of the story remains the same. An actor choosing to affirm care when retreat might have been simpler, in an environment where headlines often reward controversy. This episode offers a different template, one in which patience, respect, and acceptance define the tone. Alp's comments shift attention back to an idea sometimes forgotten in celebrity culture. Affection is most meaningful when it does not demand perfection. For Alina, the support allows space to continue her work without constantly defending herself. For viewers, it provides a reminder that genuine loyalty still exists behind the curtain of publicity. As always, we will monitor developments and bring you verified updates if new information surfaces. Until then, treat rumors cautiously and remember that real lives unfold beyond the frame of an article or clip. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed this detailed breakdown, please like the video. Subscribe to Turkish Spotlight Secrets and click join for more exclusive content. Share your thoughts below. Do you view Alp's statement as a model of modern support? Or do you think public declarations complicate private matters? I look forward to reading your perspective. Take care and goodbye.